She's got hit in the air to right field and deep. It is high. It is far.
Talkin' Pregame Show. John Boy.
Stuff that dreams are made of.
Jake Suggs.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Talkin' Yanks pregame show. And boy, oh boy, do we have a big game tonight, Joe's. Potentially with a lot of tension. We'll have to see. How you doing?
Doing great. We got the over and under yesterday.
We did. Crap, let's talk about this right off the bat. Joe's, you got a crystal ball or something, dude? First inning, you nail your homer draft picks right away?
Right away, got him out the way. Easy. Premonitions didn't come out, but Boone did get thrown out, so that was kind of like a benches. Benches didn't clear, but there was a little stuff that may lead to benches clearing today. I don't know, but Yankees just need to focus on winning. Okay?
Absolutely.
The Blue Jays want the smoke, we'll give it to them, but you know what I mean. It's just what.
And you know they do want it too. I'll say this right now before we get into some other stuff. If the Blue Jays are foolish enough to even think about throwing a Judge today, I almost guarantee somebody will be going to the hospital tonight. Not via my hand, but you kind of know Domingo Germán's a psychopath, and he's ready for the smokes. If you want to throw a Judge, just keep in mind he'll be coming right back at you. So could be in for something pretty big tonight. We'll see. Although Yankees won yesterday, you could say that's the more important news.
I think the guy to watch out for is Hamilton. I feel like he's like a wild card when it comes to if a bench is clearing. I feel like. If you ever go back and you remember against those rivalry days, if you remember a pitcher named Tanyan Sturtz.
I don't, but let me look him up.
The Yankees. Tanyan Sturtz
He
came
runs
out.
an awful Facebook page.
Yeah.
Facebook
really?
friends with him.
Loved to fight the Red Sox. I mean, he just wanted to just fight people. I get that.
I could totally see that
Feeling
from
from him,
Hamilton
so
tonight.
That happens. Wild card, watch him.
So we have a lineup, and there's only at least one regular sitting today instead of the two that were yesterday. Anthony Rizzo is not in the lineup. We're looking at Torres, Judge, Bader in the 3-hole. Torres, Judge, Bader, LeMahieu, Bowers, Volpe, Oswaldo Cabrera, Connor Falefa, and Jose Trevino. Joes, what do you think of this lineup? Is it? I'm kind of, I'm kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt these days. I don't want to criticize them too much on their lineups because I did the same yesterday and probably 3 or 4 times in the past week, and they score 7 runs every single game. So I'm actually going to give them the benefit of the doubt, I think, especially because they're hitting the homer again. I mean, when you had the long ball, sometimes, if Judge takes care of business, Bader takes care of business, you hit 2 on homer, whatever, you'll be all right. So how you doing?
The offense has been on fire, and we talked about that yesterday. I'm not sure who we don't like in the lineup today, but I feel like everybody that's there is supposed to be there. IKF actually has good numbers against Gausman. He actually hit a homer against him. So if that's weird because there's not that many people that have homered against him.
But IKF has.
And IKF he does have 1 homer against him. Now it's a small sample size.
It's a sample size
nonetheless.
Though. Absolutely.
The sample we've got.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm happy with the lineup. It's fine. It's not a problem. Trevino kind of at the 9. I feel like he's low key.
Totally. Yeah. Trevino in the 9-hole makes sense. And also pretty interesting, you got Bader in the 3-hole. We feeling okay about that. I'll say this. When they took Volpe out of the leadoff spot, which was fine, honestly, up to me, I actually would still have him in there because I like him hitting in front of Judge. I thought the obvious move would be, all right, you take Volpe out in the leadoff, you put Bader there. They've gone with Glaber quite a bit. Now we're seeing Bader in the 3 spot, Glaber leading off again. We a fan of that? Do we feel like long-term, Glaber Torres is... going into October, who do you think the Yankees leadoff hitters? You think they go back to Volpe? You think it's going to be DJ?
I think it's going to end up being DJ. I mean, we're talking about hopefully, at that time, we acquired an outfielder.
Stanton back.
Yeah, hopefully Stanton's back and he's healthy. I think we'll be fine there. I think the lineup will start to fix itself at around that time when Stanton comes back.
Totally. I say, you get Stanton back healthy. There's a name I want bad, and it's Jock Peterson. You get Stanton back, you get Jock Peterson. Joes, we talk about that parade. We'll be on a flow in October if that happens.
I would love Peterson. I heard Lariano's name.
I'm good off the PED users, bro. We don't do cheating in New York. We don't do cheating. We play the game fair and square.
Word. Unless you're actually relaying the signs to us like an idiot, then that's none of our business.
Yeah. Let me just say something about that real quick, too. Not just the Blue Jays broadcasters. You know how the manager who's talking nonstop about it. pretty much implying that Judge cheated last night. And
Right.
Judge has actually since come out and said that's pissing him off and it's BS.
Right.
What is so like just insane to me, it makes no sense that the Blue Jays have also come out and said they have a problem with, they think they were tipping pitches last night. The second that comes out of your mouth, the second you believe that, then any
It's in
talk of Judge
everybody's
cheating,
head.
once any talk of Judge cheating is out the window because if you're tipping pitches, that's on you. There's nothing wrong even if, and I believe the story about Judge was, looking back at the Yankees who were still chirping. His postgame interview, by the way, was quite badass, very captain-like. I believe that story, but even if not, even if Judge is guilty in this case, guilty of what? Gamesmanship? It's all on the field stuff. It's not like they're relaying signs, via anything electronic. So this whole saga, whatever, I mean, it may continue for quite a while because, like I said, I think it's going to bleed into tonight.
We talked about bad blood already between these teams coming into yesterday because of the previous series. I think it might bleed into today. I do think, though, that Kirk was giving away his location.
Sure, and that's fine.
He was putting his knee down when he's outside.
Absolutely, and if that were the case,
It was obvious.
Are we mad at Judge for that? I would
No.
be mad at Judge for not picking up on that. That's all part of baseball. You know what I'm saying?
The guy
So-
didn't hit 62 homers on not picking up any cues.
Yeah, and you had that bum who was calling him out too, the guy that threw the pitches to him. It's like, bro, I mean,
How about you don't hang a freaking slider
Facts,
and it
you
doesn't
threw
get
four
hit 500
straight.
feet?
He threw out
It's a
four
bad
straight.
pitch.
It's a horrible pitch, and it's not like Listen, I'm not in the big leagues. I was a junior on JV pitcher. I ain't like roasting nobody's ability here, but it's
Right.
not like
I
this
just got
guy
my
is
first
Cy
out.
Young. He has like a career 5 ERA. So it's like, dude, relax a little bit. You gave it the home run to Aaron Judge. Many people have done that before. It'll be okay. Right. So we could see that bleed into tonight and the rest of the series. Maybe, who knows? Maybe this all comes to a full close in the playoffs. We're not sure. But anyways, should probably get into the homer draft, right? Do I have the schedule down by now? It was a little wishy-washy yesterday with it. I always know the topics. I don't always remember the order. Do we get into the homer draft now?
We got to go through
Pitching
the
path
pitching
to
path
victory.
to
Pitching
victory.
path to victory.
Told you. All right, so we got Domingo. We got Domingo Herman on the bump, 2-3
Yes.
with a 4 ERA. And you know what? I found this stat earlier. Not quite a crazy stat. It's WHIP. But Domingo Herman has a .96 WHIP this season. And you know where that ranks in all of baseball? 9th. He is the 9th
pretty
best
good.
WHIP in
He's
all of
been
baseball.
pretty good.
Yeah, and me and BBD were talking about it before. Herman is now at the point, and I'm just talking about him as the pitcher, which should be obvious. I can expect 5 innings, 2 runs from Domingo Herman every single start with the potential and almost likely upside that he could throw you an 8 shutout. So going into tonight,
Yes.
I feel good about Herman on the bump. And also, like, if things were going right, Herman is truly your number 5 starter. So the fact that he's pitching this well as, ranking of what he should have been going into the year, like, Herman's been good. He really has. How you feeling about him?
I'm wondering what he needs to do for Boone to kind of like trust him a little bit more in certain situations where it's like those 50-50 decisions. Because he's taken him out both times and it's kind of burned him.
Yeah.
But then again, he may leave him in this time and it may burn him again. He's like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing I could do.
Yeah. I'll go back to that real quick with the at least the game against or whatever it was, who were we playing against the Guardians where 2 outs or 1 out into the 9th. I actually wasn't totally opposed to Boone taking him out in that case. My big problem was going to Clay in that spot.
Okay.
I thought, with Herman, it's still basically what I'm saying is I think the guy that has like that leeway is Cole. Cole should always you give him the benefit of the doubt. The other guys maybe not so much, but the more and more Herman continues to pitch well, maybe that changes. Let's take a look at the bullpen situation. So yesterday, Monday, Jimmy Cordero threw 28 pitches. Shout out to him, by the way.
Yesterday, the pitching pack to victory, it went above and beyond.
Yes, it was great because, Cordero, 2 perfect innings. Johnny Brito he ended up giving up technically 4 runs in the day. Only 2 earned, though. Really wasn't his fault.
The
He pitched
Glaber error messed him up a little bit.
Yeah, and then, of course, Glaber, dude, he makes a horrible play, and then the next play, it's like, oh, wow, this guy actually is a really good defensive player. It seems like with Glaber, and I love him to death, sometimes it seems like, I don't know, whether it's mental lapses or whatever. But anyways, Cordero pitched great, 28 pitches yesterday. Michael King threw 12 pitches. Ian Hamilton threw 9. So, honestly, first of all, let's talk about King, because before yesterday, he hadn't thrown 2 days in a row,
Right.
and only threw 12 yesterday. So I feel like he might still be available if we needed him today.
I think
Maybe.
they would like to stay away from King.
If you had to go to him, though, I think you might.
Just because I'm looking at his usage and how they could still go to him. But the way that I've been looking at his usage, and he went for more than 1 inning, right, Beebs?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, Cordero? Wait,
King.
which guy? King. He went 1
1 1/3 last
1
night.
and a third, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
just 12 pitches.
12 pitches. So, It's more so a matter like is he available, is he not? But also you have
He hasn't done a back-to-back yet this year, but if there was a time to do it,
This might be it.
yeah. Regardless,
available
though,
if they need him, I would say.
yeah. Clay Holmes hasn't pitched in 2 days. Wandy Peralta hasn't pitched the last 2 days either. Ron Marnasher didn't throw yesterday. So let's path it out.
I think we have Herman. I think you could give the Yanks 6
6.
today.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I think 6 is good. I think from there you start counting outs until you get to Wandy. I think Wandy's the closer right now.
Yeah. Especially if they don't go to King right away. So maybe
Yes.
Clay in the. I think you're looking at Herman through 6, hopefully, maybe even pitching to 7. But let's just say through 6, and then you go some sort of combination of. I mean, you maybe even just
How many pitchers
Clay
yesterday
and
for
Clay
King?
and Wandy. It goes Herman. You have Clay. You have Wandy. Who? King.
Yes.
King threw 12 yesterday. I feel like we might be seeing him tonight, dude. I really do.
Yeah. Okay. So 12.
If you need 3 innings, because I mean,
I like that.
And there's also Hamilton threw 9 yesterday, so he's technically available too. He didn't throw the previous 2 days before that, so we're kind of in all right shape bullpen wise today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, the only guy we don't really have is, Albert Abreu. He threw 41 on Sunday, so we're not going to have him.
I'm all right.
Ryan, yeah, I think we're doing fine on that front. Ryan Weber's available too. I mean, if he's in the game, it's probably a
6-pitch
shitty
inning.
situation. Yeah.
For the Blue Jays.
You know, he's definitely available, but
situation
unless
for the
we're
Blue
up
Jays.
big, maybe he comes in. I don't know. Maybe we're up 12-0, he comes in. But I think what we're looking at in like a clean, crisp, close game, Herman for hopefully 6, and then some sort of combination of Wandy, King, Peralta,
I think it'll be
Hamilton.
King
and Holmes. I mean,
Holmes. I think it'll be if we're doing 6, then we do King for 7, and then they'll go ahead and they'll put Holmes, and then they'll put because there's a lot of righties in that lineup, and then after that they'll bring Wandy to try to close it out.
totally. I am in agreement. All right, so that is the
Lock it
pitching
in.
pathway to victory. Which, I mean, like maybe we gave them some good luck yesterday. They really did good. Maybe it'll happen again tonight. All right, Homer draft time. It is time for the Homer draft. Which
Homer draft, it's the Homer draft.
I'm letting you sing that, Joes. I think I got roasted for it again yesterday, dude. I'm done being a poser.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I think it was in the live chat.
It's probably just one person.
I don't know. I got to maybe. It probably is actually just one person, but one person hurts. One comment hurts, dude.
Being negative, Chad.
Gonna remember
Actually, the chat
one
is
bad-
awesome. Shout out to all you guys in here. Just like that one dude. Lay off a little bit, bro. I'm trying my best here. All right, Homer draft. So yesterday, I believe you picked first. And BBD, if I have these rules remembered correctly, does that mean I go first today?
If Joe's picked first yesterday, you would have the first pick today. Then Joe's would have
Two
the
picks.
next 2.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
And
down.
I've been wondering who your picks were yesterday.
Okay, so
'Cause I know Joe's
yes, Joe's of course had Judge and Willie, which means they're both off the table for this game.
for him.
Willie's not
For
even
me.
playing. For you, okay.
For
okay.
you,
I
can still choose.
picked Bowers and I picked Bowers and Rizzo, I think. I'm pretty sure I did Bowers and Rizzo.
You did, yes.
Yeah, so half of that is answered for me. Rizzo can't play. Oh, actually I couldn't pick him again anyways.
You couldn't pick him anyway.
Yes. Okay,
Right.
so let's do this here. I'm going with Judge. And I honestly wouldn't be
I would save him for your second pick.
Because
just
I picked
games
them already, so I can't take them.
so I can't take him.
You
can
know,
take 'em.
just
I
make
see.
him
I
your
can't
second.
take
We're doing
them.
strategy right now. We're using
Yeah,
strategy.
I'm trying to give you a winning strategy.
No, I mean, dude, I
Yes.
appreciate it. By Thursday, dude, I might have this whole thing down. It'll be incredible. I'll, you know what, dude? I'm going to think Volpe is going to crush a ball. It'll be one of those typical things where you see it come off the bat. I guess in this analogy, I shouldn't say crush. Volpe's going to lift a high fly ball, and it's
Yes.
going to carry. And it may seem like one of those ones where, because he seems like he gets screwed a lot this year, where, he hits a ball, carries to the warning track, and they're catching it. This one, though, is going to continue to carry, and it's going to go over the wall.
Okay.
So I got Volpe going deep today.
You got Volpe going deep. Now I go for 2 here, right?
Yep, and you cannot pick Judge, Willie, or Volpe.
Okay. All right. So for my first pick,
Hey, you already mentioned the IKF stat. I feel like you kind of have to pick them.
I'm good.
4-game set.
I'm all
Some,
right.
4-game set, you got to make some kooky picks.
You do. You gotta
I
just
have a
hope somebody
kooky.
runs into
I have
one.
a kookie. There is a kookie pick here, and I'm actually gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Bader tonight. My first pick.
Is that kooky to you?
That's not the kookie
Okay.
one.
I was gonna say.
Batting
bro.
third. The kookie pick is the next pick, which I think Trevino at the bottom of the lineup is going yard against Gosman. That's
love
what
it.
I think.
And Trevino, he does.
He's got sneaky pop.
Yeah, he does these things where it's
can
like,
run into 'em.
offensively, Trevino is probably going to finish like an 80 OPS plus this year, which normally, not great for a catcher. It's whatever. It's pretty much what he's done for his whole career.
Catch
But
the ball,
with-
pop. Give me that platinum
Absolutely,
glove. I'm
absolutely.
happy.
With that said, it does seem like he runs into like kind of clutch homers. Like he'll just run, and when he hits them, it feels like they're 3-run shots. So I wouldn't be shocked, dude. Like if Trevino does just run into something, something important today, dude. I like that pick.
He throws a nice little splitter that stays up.
One complaint about
step
Trevino
back,
is
yeah.
still the arm, but BBD, you kind of roasted me on that last week because you told me last year he led all catchers, I'm pretty sure, and caught stealing rate.
I believe so. Yeah, and it was like a noted like thing he improved on.
So what that tells me is I'm just a piece of shit and don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to
It's the weak
Trevino.
part of his defensive game.
Okay, yeah. Once again, but I like that pick, Joe's. I kind of spoiled my. Yo, what up, Noah?
Noah's out there.
I gave away my second pick because I'm gonna go with Judge.
No, that's a fine pick. Judge actually has
Wait, and I
really
also-
good numbers against Gausman. 3 homers, I think.
Does he?
Yeah. He's got 3 homers. I looked this up. I'm like, man.
He probably
yesterday-
caught a lot of Gosman when he was still kind of a bum in Baltimore.
I mean,
I'm not saying that in like a way to disagree
He's
with
still-
the
I
point.
can
I'm
look
just
into
saying.
that.
333, 3 homers. I mean,
I
27 at bats,
like that, Joe's. I
9
like that,
hits.
and also the fact that Judge is pissed off.
and he's pissed.
He's pissed off. And you know what?
and they're giving away location, and we don't care.
Not only did I say, if they throw a Judge, Herman's coming for some heads, but also, bro, the pitcher that's facing Judge in the next at bat after he gets hit, we're gonna see some A-Rod Ryan Dempster type shit. Judge is going to go hit an absolute
502,
moonshot.
and then there's gonna
like
be to another kid.
There's
They're gonna.
You know
you're
what?
gonna
Judge
hate
is
the
only-
kids.
Let's talk about that real quick. I wanna mention the one kid from last year. I remember the story. That was all right. Because I still don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember seeing the post because my boy Feo, if you're here, Feo, shout out to you. He mentioned how I guess like the Yankees and Blue Jays met with that kid last year, and I do vaguely remember that being an awesome moment.
Yes.
But sometimes it's a little too much with the kid. I mean, like I'll just go full on like the kid hater thing. I was a kid once too. I'm not blaming nobody, but let's just say like, when it's a huge game and it's a Sunday, say Yankees are playing like I think they did it. Remember 2021 Yankees trying to get in the playoffs, Yankees Rays, and it's like I'm all hyped up, bro. Like I'm ready to go, and then they have these fucking little leaguers read out the lineup. It's like, bro, calm. It's just like there's a fine line. I feel
Word,
like,
man.
but I love kids. Don't get it twisted.
all 3 of Judge's homers off Gausman were while he was an Oriole in 2017.
Really? Oh,
So that was before he got that nasty split.
yeah, I guess so. But
It can still happen though.
absolutely, yeah. I'm not trying to say it's not. And I'm predicting that it's going to happen.
You're
So
not
I got-
changing your pick.
No, hell no, absolutely not. I don't even know if it is a rule, but I consider that like a cardinal sin. You can't go back on your pick.
Can't go back on your
Yeah.
You're guaranteeing he homers.
That's
if you
almost
don't
like
do it.
it's
I
almost like
kinda
a
am.
stream.
And if Judge is available to you, you pick him. That's
Totally.
kind of a rule.
Yeah.
Rule around.
And this kind of seems like the beginning or middle of like a typical Judge streak. Like I wouldn't be shocked we get another 2-homer game this week.
Sometime,
Which,
yeah.
speaking of that, he passed A-Rod yesterday. He has
30, right?
now 30 multi-homer games, which puts him at 4th place in franchise history, which is pretty awesome.
Whoa.
I feel like he just got here too, and he's like
know.
moving up the ranks.
It's insane, dude. It's insane.
Love him.
So that's a homer draft, which I believe now takes us to premonish or over under.
Over under. And I gotta ask you guys what the line was yesterday.
So it
9.5.
was
9.5.
and we both took the over. Kind of
Yes.
led by Joe. I mean, he really inspired me with it, but he was right. Joe's, you're nailing shit lately, dude.
You guys have any predictions for the line tonight with Herman and
Can I be
Gausman
honest
on
with
the
you?
bump?
I have already seen it, so Joe's, I'll let you guess. I have seen the line today.
I think it's lower than yesterday. I think it'll probably be at 8.5.
Eight.
it's
8, even 8.
I've got 8 flat on
Oh, that's a
DraftKings
thing?
Sportsbook.
That's
Yeah.
a thing. Yes.
They can
have
be-
that?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, they can be the number.
8. Yankees are scoring runs, man. It's just what it is. Whether it's going to be against their bullpen, whether it's going to be against the starter, Yankees are scoring runs. Blue Jays are also a good offense. I don't think. I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to go ahead and score off of Herman, and I'm not
also,
advocating.
8's
for
not even that much, really. I mean, it can really just
don't
like
think
it could just be
it's that
5-4.
much.
Yankees score 7 runs a night now.
Yeah. With that
A
said,
night.
I'm going to take the under. Because
I'm
I have the
going
Yankees.
over.
I have the Yankees winning 5-1 tonight. I think Herman's going to shove. They're going to score enough, and they'll look good doing so. It won't be like a total blow up. It'll be like by the 4th inning, it'll be quite clear that we're in cruise control and we have this dub.
I think it'll be 7-1 or 7-2. Yanks win.
I'm fine with either of those scenarios. And also, you know what? It's popping in my head going back to the, I don't want to sound like a total psychopath on the show about like Judge getting hit, going for heads, all this shit. But it's hard not to look back and think of the Tino Martinez hit by pitch in 98, which of course I wasn't able to experience. I can only, live it through the highlight. Joe's, you were able to experience that. BBD, I believe you were 2 years old because you were a product of 96, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
born 9 months after the 96 World Series.
So you really were a fucking product of the
Yeah, it was
96.
also my parents'
Congratulations.
anniversary.
Congratulations. Oh, that's a match made in heaven.
October 26, 1996. The
I-
5th wedding anniversary.
I think if the Blue Jays are stupid enough to throw at the Yankees tonight or throw at Judge, whoever, without question, they're winning the AL East this year. So I almost hope it happens. Now, I'm not going to officially put it out there because
I feel
I don't
it's
want
going to happen this
I want them to
this
piss the
series.
Yankees
I don't know
off.
if it'll happen today, but I feel like it's going to happen in this series. I think too many things are boiling over.
How do you feel about that, though? Do you feel like it could be like if they throw it, say it's the same shit as Tino, like they hit him right in the back, square in the back, and like, let's just say he's fine for the situation, which they better fucking hope he's fine. If that were the case, dude, like I feel like we're gonna win 12-3. We're gonna sweep Toronto. We're gonna like everything. I'll win a lottery ticket tomorrow. Everything will go right if the Blue Jays are stupid enough to throw a Judge. And I almost want them to, as long as it doesn't like, or if they throw inside on him, bro. They're not. I don't think they're stupid enough to. I really don't. Like, how often do opposing teams fuck with Judge or Stan or the Yankees? Period. It really doesn't happen.
I don't really know. The last real, Joe Kelly kind of like messed with. If you remember when he messed with.
Yeah, I remember. What I remember more is your reaction to it.
Yeah, that was an awesome reaction.
That may have been when I first found out about you on Twitter. To be honest,
Nice
was that actually
voiceover on that.
That's a total lie.
I don't really
I
do
found
too
out
many
about you in
voiceovers,
chat.
but that was pretty cool.
That was funny.
Might
as
do
hell.
more.
But you should, dude. You freaking should. All right, so we were both. No, you're going over on the over under. I'm taking the under.
Yes.
So that's that. That takes us to premonish. No offense to whoever came up with my least favorite segment of this show because I always get it wrong. What were ours yesterday? I said
The point is
honestly,
to get it.
I was kind of.
You were. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
you might be a day early.
But dude, I feel like the Boone stuff, like in the way it transpired, you could almost like. You could butter knife it to where like I was kind of right in a way. Like
That's what I was telling you.
I vaguely caused for tension.
You did. There was a little tension.
Yes. Joe,
Tempers flared.
They did, absolutely. And I think they're going to flare more tonight. So let's go with... I ain't going to say that because now it's too predictable. I'll go with something different. I'm going to go with... Joe's, can you go first?
Sure. I think... What I think is that... Okay. I could see it's starting to be a close game. First and second... second and third.
Second and third. Double play off the table.
One out. It's a close game.
Have you given the inning?
Huh?
Have you given an inning yet? Like, is it late in the game or?
I think it's like mid, maybe fifth.
Word.
Fifth. Fly ball to Judge. They test his arm.
Yeah.
Guns him out.
In Toronto, dude.
He's the agent.
Remember one of the most badass moments with Judge? Do you remember?
He's the agent.
Do you remember?
Judge can't
is
do
DH
it.
tonight,
That's
which
not my
is
premonition. If that happens, then
You're a day early.
somebody's hurt.
Oh.
I'm a day early. All right, so that's not happening.
You were a
okay.
day early. I mean, shit. Why not just go with maybe Bader does it?
I now lost all my premonition.
That's like the terribleness of this segment.
I lost all my premonition.
All right, I think I might have one.
Let's go Volpe with a Jeter play.
Ooh.
In the shortstop hole.
I like it.
Right to second, double
Injected
play.
in
Starts
my
with double play,
veins,
gets
as
him
the
out.
kids say.
It would be nice if I see that. I love premonitions on defense.
Yes. Mine is going to be offense.
Okay.
I'm going to go with kind of generic, kind of vague, but it is a little bit out there. Maybe I think Oswaldo Cabrera is going to have like a huge moment. The reason we win tonight on the offensive side of things is going to be because of Oswaldo Cabrera. I see like a bases clearing like double or something like that. Ooh. And he's just looking all dope, getting all hyped. BB, did you have a premonition? We need something to come true, bro. Like with the premonition. Like a full-on, like, nail it. Like, detail by detail.
I'd be
where's
scared. I think I'd
Canobio
be
at?
scared if that happens.
Why, Joe, so you can get another shout-out on Instagram, bro?
That'll be crazy. And that sounded like hate.
I'm just saying, dude, because if I nail my picks, I'm not getting the same, like, love that the way you got.
Yes, you will.
Bro,
nail
they
a pick.
had that Talkin Yanks clip up, like, celebrating you before, like, fucking Willie even rounded third, dude, I feel like.
You
No?
might get it. You get it.
I hope so.
Because it's the Talkin Yanks pregame show.
Well, that's usually, I feel like, the reason I don't get it. But do you have a premonition, BBD? Do you have anything that comes to mind?
It's your show today, guys.
Oh, it's my show. Our show.
So you got a premonition?
I just gave it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oswaldo bases clearing double. I'll double up.
A
on
big
it.
moment. Yeah, word.
That's awesome.
So that's a premonition segment. You're going. Did you make a? So you going like Bader makes a play in center and throws him out, or do you do
No,
something else?
I went for the Volpe.
Volpe Jeter.
Oh, right. My memory is getting crazy, bro. It's the no Diet Coke. So I tell you, I quit Diet Coke.
Quit Diet Coke?
Yeah, this is day 2, and it's hard. Well, I snuck one in with my salad yesterday, so today's technically day 1. But in terms of the headache, bro, it might as well be like 2 weeks. I feel like I just quit fucking like crack. Honestly, I'm drinking iced tea, drinking water. Some punk, I don't know who it was. I go to fill my water bottle. Of course, never before seen it. There's a fucking can of Coca-Cola Zero right on top of it.
Oh man.
Right? And like you can't tell me that's not like some sort of foul play. Like there's no way that's just a coincidence.
Someone's messing with
Yeah, like there's something going on, you know? So that's where I'm at in my life. What's next? There has to be one more segment. I don't want to leave yet. Oh, we're standing up. Oh, I love y'all so much. Peace out. Let's go Yankees. It's a new shirt from Nike.
Subscribe.
Serious.